Hello Sagittarius, how are y'all doing? Happy New Year. Welcome to your January 2018 reading. I am Joshua, and so we're pretty much going to be diving in straight away today. I'm going to be focusing a little more on like the intuitive side of the reading and talking a little less about the astrology going on. So, oh, and look, I got extra fiery for the fire signs. I felt like we kind of needed it here at the beginning of the new year in January. So why not, right? I feel like inspiring, and you know, red is just great. So, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all down here, Sagittarius, and we're going to see what the cards and runes have to say here. And yeah, so I also want to let you guys know. So I've already started shuffling your cards here, but we're going to go ahead and just shuffle a little more. I do want to let you guys know that there is going to be the full moon at the beginning of January here. January 1st, actually, going right into the new year. And bam, we got a full moon. And the full moon's going to be in Cancer, which really it's a beautiful full moon because, you know, the moon rules Cancer. So it's its natural home sign. And so it's just going to be a very nurturing and healing kind of moon. And just, I think overall just really nice. I don't think it's gonna leave. I think it's a kind of a comforting and beautiful place for it to be in at the beginning of the new year. And please, Sagittarius, do let me know how your December was. What kind of things y'all dealt with? What new things came in for you? All that jazz. All right, so Sagittarius, your cards have popped out. Let's draw a couple of rune stones now. Okay, I'm going to take you right back up here with me, Sag. Okay, there we go. So, the first card you have here is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is usually, you know, it's that card of paranoia is kind of what I'm picking up. A little bit of paranoia and maybe some of these just fears that are just really based in your thoughts. I feel like maybe just a lot of thoughts are going to be parading y'all's mind that are just kind of creating this negative Debbie Downer kind of energy for you guys. But I feel like y'all need to go through this process, Sagittarius, at the beginning of the month, and I feel like the full moon is probably going to be kicking this off here. And you know, it being in Cancer, it is a water sign. And so water signs, you know, typically aren't the most complementary to fire. It depends on your chart, your natal chart and whatnot, of course, but typically that's how it is. So one way or another, though, this is kind of making some of you question things and making some of you just kind of something really weighing on y'all's mind. But I feel like it's important for you to figure out and resolve what is weighing on your mind. What is taking up your noggin here? You know, what is taking away from your creative energy and that life-giving energy and that fun energy that you guys have. You know, there's something here, and Perdro is your rune at the beginning of the month here too. And Perdro is kind of it's the investigator in a sense to me. But it's also the mystery rune. So it's about things that have kind of been lingering and hidden, and yeah. And so I think that's really, it's just some thoughts that have just kind of been maybe sitting there and like in your subconscious, and they're being brought more to your awareness here at the beginning of the month. And it's just making you feel a little weighty, you know? But I feel like once you figure out what this is and you face it, then you're gonna be able to investigate and resolve the issue, essentially. And I really see that going into the second week. I feel like really it's not going to last long because you guys are going to figure it out. Because you have the Emperor here. And the Emperor is very self-assured and empowered. You know, he knows when, how, what. You know, he has the answers to things. He's a leader. And if he doesn't have an answer, per se, it does not take him long to figure it out. And he will take action, and he will be grounded and firm in his decision. And he's not going to look back and worry about the decision that he's made in regards to whatever this was. And I feel like that's kind of the lesson maybe for you in this first half of the month, is really just whenever you commit to making a decision and to investigate this or to leave this to rest, whenever you commit to that decision, to, you know, whatever that means for you, purging it away, cutting maybe a certain relationship off that's toxic, or, you know, those type of things, be confident and empowered in your decision. Because the decision you make is, you know, it's what will be. And I think the Emperor here is telling you that you'll be able to live with that decision. You'll be able to live with that decision. You don't need to be so scared, I guess, really, for lack of better words. You don't need to be scared about facing and resolving what it is that needs to be faced and addressed. And when you do, and whenever you just allow yourself to be empowered and just to embrace the decision that you've made, beautifulness happens. The sun is a gorgeous card here. You know, it's this kid on the horse being happy-go-lucky, being childlike, no worries like back here. And the Sun card completely, the Emperor and the Sun, both major arcana, overrule this guy completely. And so whenever you step into that empowerment and that confidence in your decision, the Sun is going to bring you such joy and sense of freedom. And a lot of y'all are probably going to feel like having some fun and communicating things to others in just a lively and joyful sort of way. And I'm picking that up with Ansuz here being your rune for the second half of the month. However, I do think Ansuz applies a little more to this other card, which we'll get to in just a second. So the Sun is blessing y'all after going through this kind of empowerment and this kind of confidence and leadership ability and stronghold that the Emperor is trying to bring you, that is teaching you. You know, there just is some things in this first half of the month here that might be getting exposed. Whether it just be within yourself, because I do feel like a lot of you, it probably is just something kind of going on within yourself. But it always can mean a situation or something or another that has to do with other people as well. But y'all are going to be coming out on top and won't be there for very long at all. You know, you're going to be so empowered and feeling so good. And, you know, the Sun is encouraging you to just celebrate. Celebrate where you are. Celebrate the beginning of this new year and the fact that you guys have just, Saturn was in your sign for over 2 years. And Saturn is like the planet of, you know, restrictions, limitations. It's kind of the strict parent. It comes to teach us some harsh lessons sometimes. And it just went out of your sign and into Capricorn, which is its home sign, which is, honestly, I think that's great. And so really, this is just kind of saying, look, you need to celebrate. You're empowered now. You needs to celebrate and needs to have a good time. There's a lot that you went through and learned from, which it's okay to finish processing some of those things that you learned from in 2017 and to officially let those go. Acknowledge them and let them go. And be here. Be with this little child on the white horse parading around in the sun. You guys like to have fun. Come on. And Ace of Swords is the card we have at the end of the month here for you. And what I'm picking up with this is there is opportunity and something that's going to be communicated to many of you that is just going to light you up with opportunity and prosperity even. And I think some of you guys, what I'm getting with it being reversed is that it's just, since Saturn has been in y'all's sign for a while, some of you might be simply doubting. Like this kind of beauty and awesomeness that is coming in for you guys. The messages that are finally, clearly coming in for you about things that have just been kind of sitting with you guys. Things that have been limited and restricted. And I feel like Ace of Swords is coming in here at the beginning of the month, really to liberate you and to give you some strong affirmations of your prosperity, of your gifts, of being on the right path, of self, of yourself. But I just feel like many of you maybe are going to be questioning this, maybe not quite trusting it, just because you have dealt with a lot of crap in the last 2 to 3 years, and it's been just harder. And now you're kind of questioning it, saying, how can it be this easy? How can these messages in life just come to me like that? You know, how can it just... But Ansuz here too, I feel like is saying that it's okay to trust the universe, that it's okay to trust this thing that's coming in for you, this affirmation, this whatever is going to be communicated to you via writing, via someone, you know, simply speaking it to you. Something is being affirmed and being taken to the next level with you, Sagittarius. And you just need the advice really that I'm seeing here for you guys is just to trust the process. And yes, you can trust it. Yes, you know, it's not going to completely like screw you over. You know, you don't have to fear the process so much, because I feel like you have the green light, and that you can simply just accept. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for the month of January here. I am starting personal readings now. I'm going to leave my Etsy shop link and information below in the descriptions. So if you do want a personal reading, you know, hit me up. We'll get in contact and figure something out. And also, I'm going to start doing some readings for the full moon, each sign's full moon. And so that can work for your, you know, sun, rising, or moon sign. And you can find those on my Etsy shop as well, and more information about that. But yeah, I'm going to start doing videos for each sign for the upcoming full moons. So if you want to have a little more guidance and whatnot through that, and what kind of the details of what the opportunities are there for you, and where maybe you need to sit back, there you go. So I hope this was helpful for you, Sagittarius. Let me know in the comments below. And y'all just have a fantastic January. And don't forget to celebrate some, because happy graduation. Saturn's not in your sign anymore. Woohoo! So until February, I'll see y'all then. Have a good one. Okay? Bye.